Steve, what can either team do to try and gain an advantage in this one?
You know, I think first you got to limit your turnovers. I think you got to rebound the basketball, and I love the teams that can get to the free throw line more than the other.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Holiday. Excellent D there from George. Morris looking over the floor. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans. Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Here's Beverly. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
That's what they expect from Patrick Beverly. Knocking down the spot-up J.
We've got 1:48 left in the first. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
And here's Leonard. Following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. Here's Favors. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Redick passes to Melly. 4 on the shot clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Williams dishes to Green. And Green slams it in.
But what about the athletic ability of Green? A real powerhouse who just knows how to bring the hammer down.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Shamet. And Hayes kicks to Hart. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Good work there as it goes.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Pass to Redick. Got a piece of it. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, Maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Nobody near Leonard. Nets the corner three. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Holiday the pass to Okafor. Here's Williamson. Williamson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Now here's Leonard. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. George against Holiday. And the pass to Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They trail by 11. Ball with the bucket.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Now, here is George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Passes it to Beverley. From deep three-point range, and it's Ingram with the rebound. Williamson with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Leonard from deep, three-point. Oh, what a shot!
It went in! Goodness. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Some players to enter the league. Which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gates. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the three.
They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
The confidence Leonard shows from range now, you wouldn't know it was once a weakness.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Pelicans now. A 12-point game. Ingram against Leonard. And it's Ingram missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
George, that's a two-pointer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Pelicans trail by 12. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Holiday.
Good decision maker out of the pick and roll. Holiday calls his own number, rewards his team.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Landry Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Holiday gets the bucket.
To score, Holiday does not need to get all the way to the rack. He uses a wide variety of floaters in the lane.
Leonard inside. 9 points in the game so far. Holiday against Jackson. Here's Favors. That one, no good. Great D that time from Harrell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams for three. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. The lead now cut to single digits. Redick's got his first basket.
Not just a spot-up threat, J.J. Redick showing the agility with the runner.
And here's Leonard. Just 3 on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Hart, and it's Okafor in at the 5 spot.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Knocked away. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Jackson. 9 points for Lou Williams.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Holiday surveying the floor. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Green left side. Harrell finds Green. Back to Harrell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 12. Redick is in the corner. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And that one, good. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubats is checked in for Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for Jermichael Green. Paul George, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Redick. Good on the bucket. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's George. Here's Zubats. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now here's Redick. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lou Williams.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Drew Holiday's checked in for J.J. Redick. Shamet kicks to George. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Beverly dishes to George. From deep. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time